What's up, everyone? Welcome to Everyday's Draft Day. I'm your host, Dan Turner. Joining me, as always, Steffi Smalls. What's up, Steph?
What's up? Mama Smalls is getting very close, so I'm excited to have her visit. This is the last thing on the slate, so
Yes.
looking
Well,
forward
technically, she
to.
is your Mama Smalls, so you were right the first time.
Yes, technically she is. It just came out very like southern sounding.
Awkward, yes.
It was, yeah, a little
It,
weird.
it
Nothing
was
new,
it was
but
still correct. We're still giving you credit for it, so that's
yes,
all.
I did my best.
So today on Everyday Draft Day, we're going to do a Dynasty Startup mock draft. First 10 picks. So let's just get right into it. So with a 101, I'm going to go ahead and take Jamar Chase.
What?
You heard what I said. I said I'm
Whoa.
going to take Jamar Chase uh,
Okay.
because I think that he will. Before everyone yells at me, why not Jonathan Taylor? Jonathan Taylor is an elite talent. I just like the longevity that the wide receiver brings with my first round pick. The fact that every running back seemed to have gotten injured this year, and having Christian McCaffrey as a cautionary tale that the cliff will come quick for always comes quick for running backs. So I'd rather the 10 plus years of Jamar Chase, especially if he's tied to Joe Burrow for the entire time, over Jonathan Taylor. Both are elite talents, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer that with my
Mm.
101.
You want to know why that's the most obnoxious thing ever?
Because you were going to pick him now.
No, I
Oh, okay.
wasn't.
All
But
right.
it's because I don't like to draft quarterbacks. And now I feel like I'm in a position where I should, but I am going to wait and follow it with. Ready? Can you
Yeah.
guess? You know. You should
Do
know.
I Justin Jefferson?
Yeah, woohoo! Look at us. We're synced up. Yep. Justin Jefferson. I shouldn't have screamed because my dog's gonna start barking. I really like that there is going to be changes in Minnesota that doesn't have to be Kirk Cousins. Kirk and Jefferson, I think, have really been mastering this level of chemistry. Especially towards the end of the season, they just need to get a coach in there that's going to let him, trust him. They need to trust Kirk. They play very, I think if they can get an offensive minded guy in there to get Kirk to throw the ball more, it's going to be beautiful for Justin Jefferson. He's fantastic, knock on wood, stays healthy. And I believe he finished, I want to say, wide receiver 3 on the year, if I am not incorrect. And I think that's not even his ceiling. His ceiling is wide receiver 1, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great pick. I like that pick. The same rationale. He's young. He's going to be on your team for a long, long time. All right, so rolling ahead to the 103. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Jonathan Taylor. I think he's at the 103. I can't that value is too good to pass up. I think he'll be a cornerstone on that offense for a long time. The hesitations I had for him at the 101 aren't as bad as the 103. He's going to be the 101 in a lot of dynasty leagues because running back is so scarce. So I feel really comfortable taking him here, and just put him in my lineup, set it and forget it, and calling it a day.
That makes things interesting. Are we doing this as a super flex?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Then I will do something I don't normally do to spice things up a little bit
Okay.
and just because I want to have this conversation because people didn't like having this conversation last year. So I'm going to have it right now. And
All
I'm
right.
going to take Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I believe, is the QB1. I think that Mahomes gets a lot of the praise for this in the fantasy world, yet seems to come up short as the QB1. I
Mm-hmm.
like Josh Allen. I like the direction that this team is going. I think that they have even started to make, running the ball important so that you keep him healthy and take some of that pressure off of him so that he can do some of the things that he also does very well, which is has great arm strength. And I feel confident with Josh Allen.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after what we saw him do in the playoffs, I could absolutely say that Josh Allen is a fantastic pick. He's still, not even entering the prime of his career yet. So the fact that you could get him at the 104 in the super flex league is honestly fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a great pick. So at 105, yes, 105. I'm going to go ahead and then take, since you broke the QB thing, I will go ahead and take Patrick Mahomes. I think that the same things you said about Allen applied to Mahomes. He's young. He's part of the one of the best offenses in the league. There are some concerns about how much longer that Travis Kelce will be viable. I think he has a couple of decent years left, and I trust the Chiefs and Andy Reid to find a viable replacement when the time comes to replace him. So, he uses leg more in the playoffs, so hopefully that's part of his game a little bit going forward, more rushing potential. But I don't think you can go wrong with Mahomes at the 105.
You really can't. I mean, that's fair. And that was 105, you said?
Yes.
Well, again, I want to keep things fun on Friday. And since it is Dynasty, I'm going to take Kyle Pitts. I love my tight ends. He finished tight end 6 on the year. That is like not even remotely close to his ceiling. He was not used to his potential at all. And I think every year that we're going to see Kyle Pitts take another leap. He is that guy. He was very consistent. Yes, the touchdowns weren't. The touchdowns will come. He still was a rookie, still had fantastic numbers. So I like Kyle Pitts. I think he's someone that you can end up relying on for years to come. And if not, you can probably flip him.
I like it. I like the spiciness. I love it. That's a great pick. Yeah, as Kelce and Kittle, although they have some years left as they wind down, Pitts is in line to be, that tight end for the next decade plus. So to scoop him up there and pretty much have him for his whole career, that's a great pick by you.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Cool.
All right. So at the 107, I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. What do I want to do now? Do I want to go and be crazy, or do I want to play it a little? You know what? Let's not. All right, so at the 107, I'm going to go ahead and take my second QB in Kyler Murray. So I think pairing up Murray with someone like Patrick Mahomes is going to pretty much set it and forget it for the next couple of years at the super flex position. I think that, we saw that not having DeAndre Hopkins was obviously not a benefit, because that's a shocker. If you take DeAndre Hopkins off a team, you do worse. But I think he's talented enough, and they have enough weapons there that even if DeAndre Hopkins eventually moves on, that he'll be able to figure it out and continue being that top tier QB asset. So I'm really happy with him here at this spot.
Cool. And I'm going to follow up with something I never do, because I don't think I've ever taken 2 QBs like this, but I'm going to do it to make the people happy. And I'm going to take Mr. Justin Herbert. He's young. Nice. We've seen what he can do. I think we're, again, only going to see this offense go in a positive direction. And, this guy was averaging like almost 24 points per game. Very consistent. One of the more consistent quarterbacks that you can have. And he finished QB2, so I like that pick there, and I feel very secure with now I can wait a bunch of rounds and grab someone later on.
That's a good one. I'd be interesting to see, maybe put like a quick poll up later on whose QBs you like more, mine or yours.
Let's do it.
That's a great pick. Herbert there, someone that's again is going to be there for a number of years. The amount of good QBs in the AFC that are under 26 years old is honestly not fair.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a great pick. I like it a lot. So you're pretty much set there as well for the next decade plus. Yeah. All right. So at the 109, I'm going to jump back into receivers and do that nice little stack with Mahomes and take Tyreek Hill. I think that, obviously I'm not, doing any crazy analysis by saying Mahomes to Hill is probably one of, if not the best stacks you can have in fantasy. But so the fact that I can get both of them in this draft and have them for their careers, I think will be pretty awesome for me. I do, however, want to see how Hill does when and if Kelce retires and he's the focal point of the offense. I think that, it's a little strange that the Chiefs can't seem to develop a number 2 receiver for all these years. So it'll be interesting to see if that trend actually changes. And if not, can Tyreek handle being like having all the attention on him going forward?
Okay. I'm going to take Gabriel. I'm kidding. Imagine if I did. Right. No, I'm not going to take Gabriel Davis. I am going to take pick that's probably a little bit, I don't know if you would consider it spicy. I'm torn. I actually think that this is a fine spot to take Waddle if you were in that position. I wouldn't argue that. I'm
Mhm.
gonna take Debo here. Um,
Tebow.
I just really I understand. I don't look at age when it comes to a guy like that. You know, knock on wood again, he stays relatively healthy. We're probably gonna get a new QB in there, and they've been utilizing him so well. And I think that he's so dynamic and has such a high ceiling, that I still am in on Debo, finishing wide receiver 2 on the year. And I think that, again, even if he has a little regression, I don't think it's going to be something of like a crazy amount.
Mhm. No, I like that. I would love to see what Debo's usage looks like whenever Trey Lance gets into that starting job. I think having kind of like that option running game with Debo and Lance is going to be really really awesome for Debo with Lance's rushing ability. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a great pick. That's something you're not going to see a lot of. I don't know, but
No.
it's good to see that Debo is moving up with draft boards to work he kind of belongs. I think he was a little
Mm-hmm.
undervalued, but now that we see he's primarily the focal point of the offense as of right now, that's a great spot to take him.
Cool. Love
All
it.
right. So that is our first 10 picks of our dynasty startup. We're probably going to post this on Twitter. Let us know what you guys think about our
Mm-hmm.
drafts. Who do you think is better? Obviously, it's not me, but so before we go, Steph, you want to tell us what you're up to in the next week?
Yeah. Dan and I are going to Alabama because we're going to the Senior Bowl. We're going to be there all week. Going to get tons of content for you guys, do a bunch of shows, tons of reactions. I'm so excited. Was going through a bunch of the guys, getting my notes down, narrowed it down to some guys I definitely want to make sure keep my eye on too. But I'm very excited. First time for both of us to go down there. And we should be pumping out some fun content. This time of the season is so fun. As much as I know it's sad that football is ending, I do love draft season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, playing football is ending. Football itself isn't ending. It's the
Yes.
now it's time for like the research and the draft season to come out, and that's actually honestly I like that a lot more than than being in season.
Yeah.
It's much more fun. So it'll be a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like Steph said, we're going to have a lot of great content for you. While we're down there, we're going to do a couple of live shows and some Q&As. So be on the lookout for all the stuff we're doing in there. It's going to be really fun and exciting.
Yep.
So be sure to check this out. But for now, that's it for Everyday Draft Day this week. Everyone have a great weekend. Hopefully we have some awesome games. I don't know if they'll ever be as awesome as last week's games were, but hey, we can hope.
Yes.
And stay safe and
Yeah.
have fun.
See you guys. Enjoy the week.